going on, guys? It's Austin with Hot Rod Heaven. I'm here with Ron today to talk about his ride. I'm so excited about this. Actually, me and Ron have been working on this video, I think, for about a year now. We met at a car show. I'm just super pumped because this is a beautiful, beautiful ride, and it's got a great story about it. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what the car is and what the condition was when you got it?
I found this car, it was in Northern California. A friend of mine, actually, Jamie Ramirez, had spent a tremendous amount of time taking this car, which was a 42,000 mile original Chevelle Malibu, and turning it into basically a pro tour car. And he spent a lot of time powder coating the frame, new drivetrain. But the whole idea of the car was to keep it as original looking as possible. I will mention that the original owner, her name was Elvira, and hence the name of the car.
I love it.
Elvira. It was sitting in a barn for a while as she aged and couldn't drive any longer. But it actually started off as a 307 Malibu with a bench seat.
Oh, wow.
And Elvira actually wanted to retain that seat, so that original seat stayed with her.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know, and then of course the transformation began in terms of really making it to what it is today in terms of performance and looks. Of course, you know, a lot of people, when they have a car in this kind of shape, you know, go ahead and move forward to transforming it into an SS, and the fact that it was kept as a Malibu, I really enjoyed that idea. If you know Chevelles, having a build sheet from an Arlington car is very, very difficult. So Jamie spent a lot of time digging that out of the floorboard. That doesn't happen very often. I have the original protective plate, and then what's really cool is a lot of old California documentation with registrations. I have the original California plates. There's a lot of history behind it, which really attracted me to it initially. Certain cars you connect with. I've had a few cars. This one we've really connected with as a family. We love it, and in fact, if you ask my family, this is their favorite car.
What I do really like is that I know it's not an old school Chevy motor, but for you to dress it up like this, I think it's so great because it really ties into the whole look of the car. So tell me a little bit about what we have here.
Yes, so what this is a LS2 built to 500 horse, dressed out with the Delmo dress-up kit to look like a 307. I can't tell you how many times I'm at a show and I hear, hey, tell me a little bit about this 307. There's some people that are very confused by it. Some people know right away.
That's what happened to me. I got confused when I first saw it, and my dad was like, no, that's a LS in there. I was like, what? That's crazy.
It's backed up by a 6-speed Tremec, so, you know, cruising down the highway at 80 with the air on is very pleasant.
And that's awesome that you do drive it pretty often.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, there's a lot of people that have cars like this, but it just sits in the garage and they never drive it. And I think it's great that you and your wife and your family do take the car out and drive it pretty often, because really that's what they're made for, you know?
100%. I mean, I just, you know, if you can't get out and enjoy it, at least for me, why have it? So from my perspective, you know, as much windshield time as I can get, the better.
And then what about the headers and the exhaust that you're running on the car?
These are Hooker Blackheart headers backed up by stainless works mufflers, and then again, to get the kind of quiet and quick vibe, right, the sleeper vibe, if you will, there's also vibrant resonators. So that really keeps it nice and quiet, gives you the feeling that, hey, you know, this is just a quiet old car, but the reality is it's pretty quick.
So you can get up and go.
You can get up and go.
Let's talk about the wheels, the tires that you have on here.
The wheels are Forged Line OE1s. A lot of folks think they're steel. They're actually...
Yeah, I thought they were going to be Steelies, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually forged aluminum, 3-piece, and an OE Chevelle hubcap. 19 by 9.5 up front and 19 by 10.5 in the back. I have 275 35 tires up front, and we were able to put 305s 30 in the back. It's not many tubs.
I love the offset on it. It looks so good, dude. Like,
I agree.
These wheels, I feel like, suit the style of this car so
100%.
well, because like you said, it's kind of got that sleeper vibe to it. So this really just sets it off with the black on black too. It's just like a chef's kiss for me. I love the way this thing sits. Can you give me a little rundown of what you got going on there?
Yeah, so it's a coilover suspension. It's using Ride Tech coilovers, and the car handles well. And when the frame was off, it's powder coated and fitted up with the coilovers. And when I received the car, it had a lot of originality. There were a few bumps and bruises, and certainly some areas where there were some repairs. Coming out of Northern Cal, there's certainly no humidity.
Oh yeah.
So the humidity really took a toll. First problem we started to address was the vinyl roof. So I wanted to address it, and then that just really evolved into an entire paint job and a color change. Everything is original except the hood. This is an SS hood, and then we took and filled in the holes for the hood pins, but that was the only thing that was done, and it was all taken down to metal. And you know, now it sits as black. I struggled with it. I really wanted to keep it, you know, true to form, but I just decided on the color change, and I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I like it. And black is such a nice slick color. We were talking about off camera, it's like a love-hate relationship because it looks so beautiful, but it's the hardest thing to keep clean, man.
It really is. It's excruciating at times. I don't know if you recall, this used to be a bench seat car. So it was converted to allow for a manual, and bucket seats were installed. These are TMI sport seat covers with TMI foam.
Okay.
So if you look at them, there's a little bolster to them, even though they have this original vibe. So that's really nice. The back seat, you know, of course, looks as it would, you know, stock. Some of it is real impressive. Like if you look at some of the door panels, they're original.
Oh, wow,
and they have
really?
a little different feel than this one was replaced, but that one is original, and the ones in the back are original.
That's amazing.
It has Dakota gauges. They're all digital.
Nice.
And they're definitely, you know, the Malibu style gauge. Certainly some originality kept with it, with a few tweaks, and you know, to make it more fun to drive.
Of course. And that's what I love the most, is I love original looking things. Yes, I know we have some Dakota digital gauges and stuff like that, but you kind of need those things. But to keep the original steering wheel, and like, even though these are TMI seats, it still looks like it came from the dealership.
It does.
I also do like that on a lot of the TMI seats, they have their logo right here. And I like that this does not, because you wouldn't be able to tell that it's aftermarket. And then I know we were talking about earlier that you have AC in this.
Yes, it's vintage air. It blows great. You know, they're usually more efficient, more cool than the original.
It's a little hot out here. I say we hop in here, crank that thing up, and go for a cruise. What do you think?
Sounds great.
All right, let's do it. Wow, dude. Holy moly. It actually does. Oh my god.
It handles well, huh?
No way. This is fun. This is fun.
So that definitely, you know, tells you the old school has kind of been replaced with the new school.
Yeah, for real. I can't believe, because these cars are kind of known for being like some, a boat, you know? And that thing just took that, took that corner like it was a Porsche.
I could give it more. I just, you know, the tires don't have any heat in them, but yeah, that
is plenty fun right
that's
there.
what I love about it. Is it's kind of like, hey, you know, you got this old car and it handles like a new car.
Yeah, that is so great.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Oh my gosh. And it being a stick shift is freaking all the fun in the world.
Heck
it's funny, the last few cars I've done, the LS Datsun I did was stick shift, and my dad just went to a stick shift, and man, it's just awesome.
It is. To me, it just allows you to connect with the car. That's what I love about this car so much, is that, you know, you get in it, you drive it, and you enjoy yourself, and you just build this connection. We've all had cars we've not connected with.
Totally.
And this one, I just can't imagine it not being part of the family.
I can't believe how well this took that corner, especially this big old car.
Yeah, it's a big car.
Fun.
I mean, you know, these were family cars. You know, that's the cool thing about it, is you kind of look at, it wasn't uncommon at all for people to load kids in this, and just, you know.
Yeah, it would have been perfect for you back in the day. I know you said you had triplets, so this put them all right back here perfectly.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Tell me a little bit about the skeleton, because I think he fell down while we were getting on the gas, but
yeah, that's Armando.
tell me the story about that.
Yeah, you know, it really, every time we go to a show, especially this time of year, we have a skeleton with us. You know, it's the, you know, Elvira and, you know, the mistress of darkness.
Yeah, that's cool.
And all that vibe. So the skeleton is there to kind of keep up with that theme, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's usually pretty fun for the kiddos. We've done a couple trunk or treats with it.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
And you know, my wife, that like I mentioned, it's one of her favorite holidays. So we really had a good time with it. It's all about this time of year and Elvira. You wouldn't believe all the comments I get on the name. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get, hey, you know, my mother's name is Elvira, to, oh, I loved Elvira, the movies. People really connect with that name. And of course, I think, you know, it's the perfect name for her. And, you know, that's part of the connection with the car is that, you know, she lives up to that name and then some.
Exactly.
So.
And I think it's cool that you're also paying homage to the original owner as well.
Oh,
yeah. That's what makes it really, really cool to me.
Totally.
That does it for this video, guys. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this with more hot rods, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.